What up, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Live number 98. Number 98. Today we are continuing. Hello, Jose. We are continuing our venture through connecting the alphabet. I can't believe this is our 22nd week doing this series. We're almost done, but not quite. We still have work to do. It appears my camera. What you're seeing is not what is on my desk right now. My camera is frozen. That's not good. Give me 2 seconds here. I gotta figure out why that's happening and see if I can fix it. Turn that off. Turn that on. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't freeze again. Okay, we're good now. Weird. Hello, just winning. Before we get started, there we go. The top is spinning, and we can dive right in. What up, Skeet? Welcome, welcome. Okay, today we are connecting the capital V, which should be fun. I mean, it is getting colder here. That is true. What up, Jay? Welcome, welcome. There's little bits in my ink today that don't seem to be dissolving. I'm getting little white dots on my nib, which is somewhat disconcerting. We'll see how that sort of fares as we go through the night. Hopefully it doesn't become an issue, or I'll have to mix up some new ink. Warm-up time. Just a quick warm-up today to get the blood flowing before we dive into the capital V. Oh, yay! Well, hopefully it shows up sooner than later. I think it's already been. If you ordered one, it would have. I think all orders have been shipped out, so you should be receiving it soonish. I don't think there are any pending t-shirt orders. Everybody who's ordered one, it's on the way. Why is my camera doing that? It's glitching for me. I don't know if you guys can see it glitching as well. That's somewhat disconcerting. Give me 2 seconds here. Yeah, only one more to 100. I think we might. Let's see how I feel, but I might take a break from the Connecting the Alphabet series when we get to 100. Just to explore something else. Give me 1 second to see if this is what's messing up. Okay. Now it's frozen again. I think it's my capture card that is the issue today. Hopefully it didn't just kick the bucket. Fingers crossed. Do this one more time. Okay, it's back. Now just hopefully it stays back. It might have been a weird USB connection, or it is dying. If it's dying, that's no good. But we'll hope for the best. Ooh, sweet, Jay. Nice. If you're gonna order one, if you want to message me prior, you could be the first person to order something through my website store instead of my Etsy store. I haven't, or everything's set up there. and the t-shirts just went live there, but I haven't sold anything through my website. So if you want to order a shirt, try it on the website instead of the Etsy and see how that goes. It's untested. You'll get your shirt. I just don't know how I've never gone through the process before. Dive into some capital V's. I was really enjoying doing this shade last week for the capital U. Ooh. Fun. Two relatively nice V's. What up, Eric? The alphabet. Oh, I have a couple alphabet prints, actually. The full connected ones that are in the shape of like the Superman symbol. Yes, I'm gonna put those on the website. I thank you for reminding me that they're not on there yet. They're supposed to be. They might be on there and just not active. I'll have to double check that. And then I have this alphabet. I section lined it. There's an Instagram video of me doing all the lines. I did a section lined version of it, and it's a larger print. But I think I'm out of those. I need to find a Canadian company that can reproduce them with the same paper and same quality as my last ones, because I want to get those on there as well. But they will be eventually, yes, Eric. Thank you for asking. They should be already, but they're not, I guess. The top is noisy today, which is disconcerting. Okay, two very nice V's over there, so let's dive straight into VA. The first thing that pops in my head is a connection like this. But I don't know if I like the way that looks, but that's the first thing that came in my head. We'll see where we can go from there. You guys are so far away. Let's get you closer. Closer, closer, closer. That's better. So you can see what's going on. Refocus. Perfect. All right. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's a curious, interesting one. I guess I could also do that and go into the other variation of the A as well. Maybe? Maybe? Kind of the same idea as that one. Not a huge fan of the way that looks. It's probably gonna be my favorite. Over here, over there. Decent balance. What if we went with the original idea? Could properly orchestrate where all those lines go. I think I would like that one a lot. Just so long as, ideally that cross point, if I could place that right in the center of that A, that'd be quite nice. I think. A good connection. VA, standing for various. or I guess various artists on music albums. Use VA. What else we got? That's ugly exit stroke. Don't do that. I was experimenting. Not a fan of it coming that way. Veterans Affairs, that works. This would be one that if the A was dropped below the bass line, the V could sit right in there as well. Oh, that's not what I was gonna do. That's not what I was planning to do. It worked. There, I think I like that one a lot as well. The V doesn't have to go quite that far to the left. But I like that. Victoria Albert. Alright, well, we got one more V. Can I think of something unique? If we're feeling super loopy, something like that would work. They could be definitely closer together doing that one. I got a little... This would be nice to be a little more of a dramatic compound curve. Heck, it could even drop lower and loop. It could even go potentially down here and loop into the A like that. That might even look better. But those work. Alright, let's go to VB. VB, standing for variable bitrate. For my music people in the house. VB. This is one where that compound curve would work, I think, like that we did in the beginning. Ooh, maybe not. So, no. I mean, it works, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I think I would prefer... Wait, let's see. Would I prefer it? I gotta see it first. Not sure how I feel about that. I don't like it like my brain wanted to. Yeah, that would be better as a compound curve, but I don't think that looks good. As long as this goes up high enough, then I guess it works, but I think we can do better. We can follow the idea of this one. I think will work well. We do something like this. Something like that could work. The Courtney style B. Carry the V and stroke. Wait, is the Courtney style is the Courtney style B? Not that. Is that? You'll have to send me a photo on Instagram, Eric, or post it on the Discord. How does the second half of that... My brain always draws a blank when people suggest specific variations of letters. Or any variation of the B. Is that it? Is that right? No. Got you. Well, you send it to me and then I'll... I can't remember what it looks like. Or tell me what book it's in and I can get it out and reference it real quick. In the meantime, let's explore and see what else we can do. Or we could also, I mean, it's the same connection, but it would go good with this V. Oh, wow. How can I continue the VN stroke? So here, so you guys can see the B variation that Eric's talking about. It's that one. It's going in a indirect oval, or sorry, a direct oval. But we come out of the V as an indirect oval, so we have to change direction. Unless we did that same thing with the shade on the other side. Which would look... This might end up being a poor attempt. Bad idea. Because yeah, I can't change direction with the V like that. I could compound curve into the... That's what you had in mind? Okay, cool. It's a good idea. I think I have to make this not cross. Wait, that B has to go from here. Oh, it kind of has to cross through there to go up and around. Or does it? Yeah, I think it does. Let me try one more time. Forgot what I was going there for a minute. Make my B really big when I do it that way. Definitely a possible connection, and I think it would look cool. I need some practice on writing the B that way, because it feels a little weird to me. To make it small. Yeah, poor execution, but that's the idea. Compared to the width of that B, yeah, the B is very narrow by comparison. But that can always be remedied with an entry flourish or something going into the V. I like that B. I forget about that one. What else we got? We can do the same thing we did on that last. Oh no, that would be too big. Oi. Horrible placement of everything. But hello, Peter. Welcome. Can I make that work? Maybe let me put in this first. Nope, too far away. Is that gonna be too high though? That's not gonna look good anyways. Never mind, scratch that idea. Hello, Giancarlo. What up, Lurker James? I feel like, James, you have more and more emojis every time you pop in here. What up, Z? You're not late, you're only 20 minutes late. We're only on VB at the moment. That's not late at all. Or sorry, Zed. Nice to see you. Okay, here we go. V. It's gotta be something very simple that I'm not seeing. I guess we could always just do this as well. Super simple. Nope, not what I wanted to do. But that gave me an idea. But I wanted to do... something like that would work. It's very simple. I feel like that's something you'd see in a vintage specimen, that type of an idea. But that also made me want to try this. Ooh, I like that one. If my baseline were all the same, then that one would be great. But I like that idea, going from the V straight into the loops of the B. Sweet. Some cool ideas there. What up, Benny? Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's go to VC. VC. We can try that compound curve one yet again. But similar to the A, not a fan of that. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people here today. I love it. Full house. Oh wait, we could do better than that, because that connection doesn't look good. This might be one, like what we did on that 2 B's ago. We had an extra little loop in the middle. Too far apart. If I played my cards right, though, I could put the C right through those, I think. Maybe. Let's find out. That needs some work, but it's possible. It is good to see so many people here. It makes me happy. We can get some chats and some conversations going on. Let me read Jay's message. When you get a minute, can you discuss the advice you gave me about nib holder position and orientation? And where you rest your hand as you slide on the table? Yes, of course I can. So, a while ago, James, at IAMPIT, James had approached me and we were discussing specific flange placement with the nib. Make my camera focus. So if you see here, and this is a personal preference thing, different penmen like different things. Personally, I really like having the nib really close to, I like having my flange have the nib close to my holder. There's a lot of holders. Let me find one. Some examples. Where that doesn't have a flange. All the ones close to my desk at the moment are set up the way I like them. They're not great examples. You can see here, this one has a little bit more space, but that's a folded flange. Here, actually, James, I'm gonna pull up the photo that you sent me earlier today, because that's a good demonstration, or a good way of showing what I'm talking about. So specifically, see here in this photo, if you see how close, like this is how I prefer my nib to be set up, versus a lot of pens when you get them and they're always sort of different, the nib is much farther away. Now, depending on the nib you're using, sometimes it's almost mandatory to be farther away. Like if you're using, say, a Nico G or something like that, the nib is much larger. If you're using any of the larger vintage nibs, you're gonna need a flange that can be farther away, because, I mean, if it's angled like I have my own, when you put a large nib in there, in order to follow the rule of having the pen point be in line with the center of the holder, the nib's only going to be showing like the very end of the tines. So I usually, like the pens that I have, like this one was made for me by Chris Yoke. I have those ones specifically made. Actually, let me get a stock one of those ones as well, because they have a little bit of space in them. Oh, if I can reach and find them. Can I do this without looking? Rummaging through a drawer. Come on. Hands. Use your hand eyes. There we go. I feel like that's people digging through their bags type of skill. Get stuff without actually looking in the bag. Okay. So here's a stock. There's a complete one, exactly how I get them from Chris before I carve fancy things into them. And you can see that little bit of space. That's a good amount of space to have in there. Most of my holders have that amount of space or less. Like this one, it's the exact same flange setup as this original one. I just pinched right there. I don't know if you can see that. I pinched that area just to get it tighter. And like I said, it's a personal preference thing, but it's for the way I hold my pen, it just feels like everything is in more control than if it's really far out to the end. The one I'm used to is an early yoke and extends even more from the pen. And that's, I mean, and you do incredible penmanship with it, James, so it's not like the distance from the pen the flange or the nib's distance from the pen is something that I feel like doesn't get talked about a whole lot, because it's something that if it changes, it's really easy to modify sort of your hand or your pressure and whatnot to accommodate. Personally, it always feels like when I wish I had a stock one like in that photograph. If I use a flange like this, and if I'm using a Leonard Principle or a Hunt 101, like what's in this photo, the nib is not long enough to actually make the center point of this pen. Like they wouldn't, right? Like this one's lining up in the center, but in my experience with the ones that I've had, the nib has to be sitting so far out of the flange for it to be aligned in the center that it's hardly even being held in the flange. So I need the angle to be cut in more. But if you, let's say we took this nib and we rotated it in, so the angle goes in this way, but we kept this space here, then that's going to dramatically change, obviously, the angle that my nib is going at the paper, and not necessarily on my slant line. So I'd have to adjust my grip quite a lot. So what I figure is I want to keep this sort of angle that's on this pen. It's not much different on these two. And I just want to move it. I want it to be closer. It can be touching like this one, or like the one that I've been using here a whole lot, or something like that. But any farther away than that, and I genuinely feel like it's too far away and my nib is never gonna line up right. So how I fix that on like the cheap John Neal Books holders that I've messed with, and how I learned how to modify and adjust flanges, is I just took a whole bunch of them out. And when you take them out, you can get similar to this. You take the flange out, and then I would just trim this little bit at different angles. So like that angle, you just trim it a little bit and put it back in and see how that feels. Then you can trim it some more, put it back in. It's a drastic thing to do. If you're gonna do that, if you have a pen with a removable flange, I definitely recommend doing it to a cheap pen, because obviously you don't want to do it to an expensive one. Sorry, let me just delete this unwanted chat comment. And we will hide it. And we will remove it. Remove. There. They should be gone. Are they not removing? Well, here we go. I feel like my explanation there, James, might have been a little scattered. Please type in an answer to that, and I can get a little more specific on it if you'd like, or if there's a specific part of that that you want me to dig into a little bit more. Basically, just to say that I personally like the nib to be closer in, because it really helps my nib adjustment, so that my nib is going to be at the slant line that I want it to, without me having to change my paper too drastically. And then the other portion of your question is if I can, where I rest my hand as I slide on the table. So lately, if people have been seeing on the Discord, I have been working on business penmanship. And when I do business penmanship, I follow the rules by the book, like Palmer Method and the Zahner books, where I try as much as I can to just have the fingernails of my pinky and second finger on the table. Now that might shift a little bit. I'm sort of pushing myself to do that in this chunk of business penmanship practice, but for the sake of this conversation, primarily I do ornamental penmanship, and I do not rest my fingernails on the table when I do ornamental penmanship. My hand is knuckle up, like so, but I rest basically these fingers, as you can see here. If I just turn my hand under, these fingers go under the rest of my hand. So I'm resting on this first knuckle is what's touching. Basically from that knuckle to the end of my pinky finger, that's what's on the table. Sort of like that. My hand is not over to the side. I'm not using a more modern to the side grip. But my pinky is lying somewhat on, it's not like lying on its side, but it's just hitting that front pad. I think it was Zayner that posted, or that put in his book specifically, that no ornamental penman uses the fingernail rule, and they all rest on the side of their pinky finger. And it just gives you a little bit more support. It's not to say that you can't do beautiful, awesome ornamental penmanship with the fingernail, and still have plenty of control to do good work. You definitely can. But I personally tend to let that finger slide ever so slightly. So if you can see here, this would be my fingernails are there, and then if I let that pinky, I'm kind of going just to there. It's just a slight rotation this way. You can get the side of the pinky without rotating the hand too much, but you don't want to rotate the hand much like this if you're wanting to do like a traditional knuckle up grip, because that is going to affect how much muscular movement you have, how flexy this forearm muscle can be, because you want to be on that bottom portion, which is the most flexy. I like that I had to approve that comment, James. Hilarious. Yeah, I hope that helps. I just read your message, Zed, that I just answered that portion of the question, where I rest, the very edge of my pinky finger. Sorry, that was my middle finger by accident. Yeah, and oftentimes it is like, it's not all the way to this knuckle. Oftentimes it's just like, what's the nail? I just use this, it's this skin pad right here, more so than the fingernail. The skin pad, it sounds weird to say, gives you a little bit more support than the fingernail would, and a little bit more resistance probably isn't the right word, but there were techniques that the Zanarians used, which were like how we use the forearm, the stretchy bit of the forearm for forearm movement. They would rest that side of the pinky and then sort of let the whole hand stretch around it, which I will definitely say that is something that I have tried to adopt over a number of times over the years, and it just doesn't feel good for me. Is it something that I might figure out how to make feel good one day? Potentially, but I don't like it. It doesn't feel right. I much prefer to let that pinky pad sort of glide along the paper. Oh, that's cool. Authentic training. Everybody back then had such good penmanship training, or most everybody anyways. Jealous. I always feel weird when I'm going through the old like business penmanship books and whatnot, and it's literally talking about kids in the 1st and 2nd grade, making them do these things that we're having trouble with in my adult years. It's like, oh, I wish I would have done that in my 1st or 2nd grade. My muscles would be super ready and good. Anyways, I hope that answers your questions. Please let me know if it doesn't, and we can dive a little deeper into it, or answer more specifically what it is you're curious about. And we can also take this conversation in more in depth as well on the Discord if you want. We can dive into it more. I can give some better photos of where my hand is from the side and things like that. Alright, back to VC. VC. That kind of worked out fun. could work it out so this C entry is more parallel to the exit of the V, but that works. There's a link in the description of this video. It's not something you subscribe to. It's an invitation link on you. You can do it in the browser, or you can download the Discord program or app if you want to use it on your desktop or on your phone. But you can do it in a browser. But it is something you make an account for. It's essentially like a big chat room with multiple rooms designated for different topics of conversation. Yeah, like just this past week, there's been some really good conversations about business penmanship loops and whatnot that different people have chimed in on. And what's awesome about so many of the members that are here tonight that are on the Discord, it's people pulling up reference to old articles and stuff that were published back in the day that discuss the questions that we have. And I always have questions about things. So it's fun to discuss those questions with people as well, and to share the stuff we like. Okay, what else can I do here? I guess if I put the C on the right side of that little tick mark, I don't hate it as much. Those drunk loops were quite funny. We're gonna have to try to replicate those at IAMPIF next year. Make that into a little loop. Just since Lurker James is here, I know he prefers the loop to the hard little stops. That works. Don't love it, but it works. It is a simple, elegant solution. I didn't take into account the indirect oval nature of the exit of the V. Indirect oval that's above the baseline, going into these other letters. Where can I go from there? I already did that one. I did that one. Oh, I guess I didn't actually do that one with the C yet. Ascender loops are one of the hardest things in the world for me. I don't know why. My muscles just don't want to do them properly. Too far apart. It's a little better. I don't think I like the connection of V and C, so we're gonna move on to VD. Oh yeah, or just when he's on there, but it's been a long time. I want that compound curve to work, but it just looks weird. Whoops. Squish that V a little too much. That works if I could space that out so those two lines don't touch. Hello, Jimin. VD, VD. Can the D? I've never written the capital D starting this way, but will this work? I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, it works. Did I say Mia? I thought I said Jimin. Oh, MIA. Ah. What is going on? Report. These bots are getting the best of me. What if you did it without the entry over? Without the entry oval. The D without the entry oval? Do you mean just starting... Which letter without the entry oval? Because this one has no entry oval. Do you mean the V? I mean, it would change the balance of the whole thing, but it doesn't change the connection. I'm really just concerned about the connection here. Technically, I could get into the V with any entry. I'm not super concerned about balance and design of a whole of the entry oval to the V and the exit oval of the D. It's more so just about how the two connect. And I feel like the D pretty much has to have an entry oval. Or it looks weird, unless it's the compound curve style of D that I did over there. Messy in there. Talking about this D. Something like that could work. Or... yeah, that definitely works. I thought the V was going to be a cakewalk. I thought this would be easy street today. But apparently that's not the case. I'm out of ideas for the capital D. Ideas. Excuse me. Now let's move on to capital E. VE. try. As always, I'll try that little compound curve variation and see if it looks good with the E. Probably won't. Meh. Better if this crossed lower into there, but then you get that weird shape that, yeah, I don't like that. It works, but I'm not a fan. Oh, I forgot to take a sip of my tea today. And it's already been almost an hour. Almost an hour? And we're only 4 letters in? Holy moly, I gotta start going a little quicker. We're going too slow today. That works. I think I want the E to be a little shorter than that, though. Something like that would look nice. E, that's a nice parallel line in there. This would be nice if it went a little bit farther to the left to balance it out. Ooh, what if we did something like this? That exit of the V big enough. I mean, that works. If I make the exit of the V, excuse me, a little bit taller and longer, like so, then we can do this. That's fun. Unorthodox. I like it. I like that one. What kind of tea is that? Is that Genmaicha tea today? I think. I like that a lot. We're going to give that a happy face because I'm happy with it. That's a cool little connection. There's 2 good ideas that work. Moving on. VF. For visual FX. It's a very good tea. It's been for the past few days, it's been my go-to. I've had pretty much this thing filled up all day, every day. I just keep filling it up as it cools off and empties. It's yummy. VF. So we just have to get into, oh, you know what? That connection we just used could potentially work. I shouldn't have made that go over there because that compounds too many times. It works, but I don't think I like it. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do like we did for that E. I was going to do this. I can make it shorter for the F. Cross. Where's my cross gonna go? Uh-oh. Through there, over there. Yeah. I'm gonna do this one backwards. Something like that. Very fine. How I like my fountain pens. So happy that my custom ground fountain pens, a few of them are fine enough that I enjoy using them for business penmanship practice. I can take a break from the dip pen world. Loop in entry oval instead. Into the F. Whoa, ugly F. Whoops. And then top bar of the F. I apologize, Otis Winnie, I don't know what you mean. Loop in the entry oval instead. Instead of what? There's a lot of lines and connections and stuff. You gotta be specific. Entry oval of V to the loop. What? I don't know what you're requesting, but it made me think of, I could have used this for the B. If I start the F, or start the V with a compound curve entry oval. Whoop. That's not what I meant to do. A fun little infinity V for you. What did I mean to do? I meant to do... Oh, we could also do this, I guess. Something like that could work as well. That's a little wackadoo, though. The baseline gets confusing. Take the entry oval of the V and extend it to the top bar of F with a loop in between. With a loop in between. Just extend, just take the entry of the V and extend it to the top bar of the F. I can, but then I guess my entry of the V, I mean, it's gonna go down here. This would have to go above there, which would create a really weird shape there. So this can't cross the F. It could cross the F this way to get me my crossbar. Or... yeah, this line can't go above unless it was like, unless it looped over here and then went above. Because it's already going down. Oh, you can't see what I'm saying. This entry oval, this can't cross the F because it's already traveling down. For it to be traveling up enough, the V has to be way taller, which would make it look weird next to the F. If the V was bigger for it to cross through, or this would have to go above the V, which would create a really weird shape there. What is going on with these bots today? Go away. So many bots today. Yeah. I don't think I can cross the F with the entry of the V. I don't think that line has the right trajectory to do it. I could do a simple crossing the F with the exit of the V very easily for a simple connection. And then we could either cross that or put a line through. Either or. But that's probably the simplest, cleanest looking one. Alright, let's go to VG. VG. Now, because the G has to travel a fair bit to the right to give it space, maybe our little compound curve connection will work this time. Probably not, but we'll try anyways. Yeah, think I'll ever gonna like that. Maybe she means that the entry oval should be larger. But if we take in order for that entry oval of the V, like if we just have a V, or if we just have an entry oval, like the cross of the F would be something like that. If that was the entry for the V would either have to go here and stay under it, which would look weird, or cross all the way up here, which would be much bigger than the F would be. Like if we were doing something like that, if the F was going below the baseline and the V was above, I think that would work for like a monogram type design. But the V has to be so big and high. So it is possible. You can't extend the entry oval to the right after doing the... Look where it's going. All the V... Like this entry oval, you can't... I mean, if you extend it, it's going to naturally extend... The only thing it can do is cross the F. It can't extend above the F. For it to be an oval, it's already traveling down. To extend it this way, it's going to look way too stretched out. Not possible. Fake extension, nah, it won't look good. No, that oval, in order to... I mean, this is, the class that I'm about to teach. My Unlocking the Oval class is one of those things that just... the ovals won't work that way. But, I mean, you write it or draw it and send it to me on Discord so I can see what you're saying. Because what it sounds like you're explaining is not... It's possible, but I don't think it'll look good. But there's a good chance I'm misunderstanding you. Alright, back to VG. Moving on. Now, this one can have a little loop, and we can put the loop right in the middle of the oval of the G, which could look really cool. That's not what I wanted to do. New sheet of paper. Try that again. What up, Mom Maid? Long time no see. No, penmanship and flourishes, ornamental penmanship, and especially when we're doing connections and stuff, very not easy to explain in words. That is very true. Yeah, I can imagine. Hopefully things are okay. Safe and decent. I always appreciate the check-ins. It's nice to see you. Alright, what a VG. This might not be enough space. That works. They're a little far apart, but that works. Oh, that's sad to hear, Mohammed. Well, hopefully it doesn't continue. Ooh, that works. If I can get the V little bit farther to the left, and then this could almost go. I mean, it follows that line parallel, which is nice. That's good. Not an infinity combination, but a single stroke combination, which is always nice. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to stylize that G for a sec. That's kind of neat. Oh, hello, Mom. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving week. I guess it's not the weekend anymore. My whole family was together this week without me for Thanksgiving. That also works, but I don't like that little U or little oval hanging on the end. It's that I couldn't be there, but that is okay. VG, what else can we do? I mean, we can do the AG. Whoops, shade on the wrong side. Making the GQ instead of the G, or instead of the AG. Works like that, or we can keep the V exit short. And cut through there, which also works. BG. Bet you an extra loop would make it look better too. Something like that. Some good options. VH. VH. Simple connection like so. Or something like that. BH1. VH. I guess we can do that one with the, we can also do this variation of the H. Something like so, to be super simple. I feel like traditionally, don't quote me on this, but I feel like I've seen a connection like this before. Something like that. What is going on? So many today. Out of my hands. For today, anyways. I didn't change any security settings or anything last week, so I guess it's my fault. I think there's some good ideas. So we're gonna move on to I. Ooh, we might actually be able to get into the I relatively simply this way, because we're going in the proper direction. But how is that connection gonna work? Let's figure it out. I mean, something like that works for the I suppose. We could also do the I first. Continue that around. Be better if I didn't make that quite so big. Instead, tucked in a little bit closer. Would have looked good. I think the best bet's gonna be that first one we did. It's gonna make the most sense. To me anyways. How else? Oh, wait a minute. Now, if I play my cards right, I can do this as an infinity letter. In theory. Right? Where's the best place? Okay. I don't know where the best place to start is, so I just have to try it once. If I start here with the I. Kink that a little bit, but that's the idea. If I could hit that, then we'd have a nice infinity letter. Or infinity combination. That's a wacky looking oval though. Is there somewhere better to connect that? What if I went from... I don't know. That one feels worse to me. I'd have to get used to either or, but those two... There's an infinity VI. In theory. Alright, let's move on to VJ. Video jockey. Pretty much the same idea. Oh, gotta do the V first before I got excited. Going straight into the J. so. Make that into a weirder looking infinity connection as well, but I don't like that much. J. Something like that works as well. Like a better way of ending the V. Finish like there. Let's see. I end the V in a smaller oval. Messy execution. That works for VJ. Nope. Can't be going that way. This could go this way. Nope. Too much stuff. Roadblock. Ooh. This might be an abstract J. Something like that. The J is around the V. Try that again. Something like that. If it's recognized as a J, might be a little too abstract. All right, VK. VK. Don't really start the K that way, but I like it still. Get this white dot off the end of my nib. Okay. I'm just reading Z's message on the Discord. Welcome to the Discord, Z. I'll send you a proper welcome message when the stream is over. Okay. Excuse me. VK. We could do this into the V. Too far apart. No good. Okay, so that entry to the V can be much shorter. What happened there? Pretend. Cheating. Simple like that. VK. Or VK like so also works. Or VK like so. A little far apart with that one. Oh, no, I don't like the K starting that way. Never mind. Alright, there's a few good options for K. Let's go to VL. VL. We got a loop. Like we did with the G. I think we'd be better off to loop that. Excuse me. It's a frog in my throat right now. To loop that all the way around. Oh, it was a great V, and then I muddled it up. Again. Yeah, if I make that much bigger, then I can fit the L inside it, and that looks nicer. I like it. VL. What else can we think of for VL? We can always do this as well. Something like so. Last exit oval was not necessary. Try that one again, a little bit cleaner. A little bit smaller. Something like that. Could work. This would not work, but I want to write it anyways, just because it looks funny in my head. I mean, that's gonna make it cute. I imagine this and putting a loop on the top. That's a horrible idea. But I thought of it, so I wanted to try it. Silly, silly, silly. VL. How else can we get into VL? Oh, I guess, I mean, the entry for the V can quite easily be, I guess, the connection into the L if we do this. Like so. Cold and tired, that's no good. Sweet dreams, sleep well. Thanks for popping by and saying hello. Alright, let's move on to VM. VM and VN are going to be pretty easy, I think, because we're exiting in an indirect oval direction. Just do something like that, which works. Or if we want it to be more dramatic, messed that up. Meant to do this. Something like that. I guess if this was much larger, I could fit the whole M inside it, maybe. Let me try that. Forgot that I was gonna make it bigger. Let's try that again right away. Slow down there. Whoops. That's better. That looks nice. The whole M inside there. Not gonna work. Way too many lines. Wanted to try anyways. I like that one that we did. Last one with the one right before that. Can we make that any? Oh, this could have that vintage connection. I swear they used. That. VM. All those work for the N as well. Ooh, we could go all the way over there for the N. Let's try that again without mucking up the V shade. If I make that loop tiny, the shade can fit outside it. That's not the shade I'm supposed to be making. Did it again. I want it to be close, but not that close. Gotta be careful that that doesn't start looking like a weird P. That works, but hello, Prachi. Welcome, welcome. Do anything else creative for that N? There's a fly buzzing around me today. He's annoying me. Keeps landing on my lights and drawing my attention. V N. That didn't work at all. Sometimes you just gotta try and see what happens. Alright, one more shot with the N and then we'll move on to O. If I can think of something that I haven't done yet. What if I do that same idea, but instead of making it large, I make it small? Kind of. It does work. Alright, let's go to O. VO, standing for voiceover. I wish I could work as a voiceover artist. That would be fun. Oh, we're going the wrong direction for the O. Not a fan of that. It works, but I'm not a fan. But can we get into that same style of O a different way? I think we can. There's a lot going on there. What if we started with the O and looped low on the left side? Not a huge fan of that shape, but that could be refined, I guess. This was only there to be better. I gotta make that little loop a little bit bigger, like we did with the C, so the shade and the hairline of the O can fit inside it. We gotta keep it quite close to the V as well. Something like that. All right, Eric. Thanks for hanging out. Always appreciated. And we will see you on the Discord. Get a new shit. Okay. We're on VO. You think of anything else clever for VO? Simple. O definitely feels overly complicated if we did that one. Ugh. Exact wrong spot. Put that shade. Eh, it's more like a C than a no. Simple and clean. It works. Let's move on. VP. VP. It's a very person. Super, super very person. Or vice president, I guess. That's the first. That's elegant. I like that a lot. Super simple. I'm going to try it again and get them a little bit closer together. That's the first thing that pops in my head for VP. That did not turn out as good. VP. I like that. That's a fun connection. What else can we do? Same idea. We could just do this. And connect those that way. Ooh, that's almost an infinity. Okay. Same type of thing we did with the B. That could work. I think I want to take that below the baseline a little bit more. Hello, Rohan. Welcome. Or is it Rowan? Sorry, I'm notoriously not good at pronouncing names. Something like that. VP. What? Not what I meant to do. What am I trying to do? I'm not remembering. I don't like the P going into the P that way. We could use this little go-to. Don't love it. But we could do this instead. Nope. Fan of how those lines play out. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with. I mean, that's gonna be my go-to. What if I do? Same idea as before, but what if they're not connected? Well, let me get in frame here. I feel like I'm writing all over the place today. Ooh! Eric did some business penmanship practice during our stream today, and it looks awesome. You can see it in the BP share channel on the Discord if you want to check it out. Eric's not here anymore, but good job, Eric. That looks wicked. Okay, let's do a P like this. Too far apart, but I like that idea. Come on, bot. Give it a break today. Too close together. That works. Let's go to Q. VQ. Like so, going straight into it that way can work. Gotta remember that for when we get to the VZ. The 2Q can be done that way. I want to have a little extra loop in there just for fun. Whoa, ugly shade. That also works. BQ. We can use the GQ. That's way too squishy, but I didn't want to hit that Q, so I'm gonna give myself a little more space and try again. Something like that works, even though nobody would see that as a Q. They would assume that said VG. That's not really a great option. We can do our OQ. Shaded like so. Did I shade that the wrong way? Can't remember how we shaded that last time. Or on Q day. There's a few options for Q. What else can we do here? I shouldn't have made that extra line. I should have stopped the V right there. Or even stopped it there. And then had this line going through the bottom of the Q. Would have looked better. Like so, very simple. It's probably the most recognizable as a VQ, I would guess. So let's move on to VR, to virtual reality. Not a fan of the VQ. Moving on from that one quick. VP was fun. VQ, meh. Similar to the VO. All right, VR. Let's go. What comes to mind first? I mean this, but I don't think this is gonna work. But I don't like the stem of the R to be a indirect oval shade. We could also do why I made that exit of the V go so crazy big. But that works for VR. Hoping I could cross through there, but that doesn't look good. I wanted to thread that, which I did successfully, but then that compound curve, that shape just doesn't look good. What do we got? What can we think of? Be clever. Come on, brain. Think of things that are clever. Something like that is nice and clean. A little far apart, but that's okay. If we were okay going into the R with an indirect oval, we could always do this, but I don't think I'm gonna like it. But it does work. VR. What else can we do? Not bad. Oh, that gave me an idea though. What if... Wait, you get through. Okay, let's see. This might be wackadoo, but let's try it. If I do a V, like so, and then I have You see what I was going for. It is possible to make this V look like it's ending, but it can go right into that shade of the R. To keep that a little bit lower, and a little more spaced out. I feel like there's potential there. It's very weird. I don't imagine most people would like it very much, but I'm intrigued, so I want to go down this rabbit hole for a minute. Curiosity has got the better of me. Oh, see? Forgot what I was doing. Messed up that shade quite a bit. I have to keep in mind how far it travels horizontally and angled quite a bit. So you gotta make sure you set up your forearm so that you can properly, by the time I get here, I run out of movement. I run out of range in my forearm. I wish the range in my forearm was bigger, but my attempts to increase it have been fruitless so far. And we want this to go right beside that. Oh no, yeah, shoot. And this is just right here, tucking in there. So it can look like an R. I need to try again. The R is huge. Okay, ugly exit oval, but ignore it. Pretend it was amazing. Pretend it was beautiful. That's closer. That's more of the idea. We're getting there. Again. I'm really intrigued by this one for some reason. It's got me. Like a facial hook. There's potential there. I like that connection. I'm gonna stop. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse now, but there's, because it looks like a VR, undeniably. It's just kind of weird, but I like it. I wonder if it would be easier if I did, wait, let me try one more time. If I did the R first, or the entry oval for the R first. Maybe? To make that spacing a little bit easier. Like so, then the V. I mean, that's the idea. I quite like that. I think that's cool. That's artistic, and if I were to see that in a signature, that would make me go, whoa, what? So-and-so did something crazy. Which I enjoy. I like when the old penmen got a little funny with their connections. Because that's cool. Definitely not default. Everybody still there? Chat has gone very, very quiet for the past little bit. All right, I'm gonna move on to S. Ooh, S is gonna be a challenge, I feel like. maybe. S. Nope, that's not the way to do it. Oh, I want chips at 11 p.m. I don't have any chips. I might make popcorn after the stream, because that's the only snacky type food I have left in my house. It's grocery day tomorrow. I might have to buy chips. And I blame you, Lurker James. I haven't eaten chips for a long time either, but I like chips. Okay, this is another one we might be able to get away with using that little loop in the V. I mean, that works. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of it. Hello, Hody. Change direction, so if we make this small again, that worked surprisingly well, the way everything fit. I do wish there was a line up here for the S, but I've never actually eaten chips with anything but my fingers. I should try chips with chopsticks. Chipsticks. I don't know why I've never tried that before. I've definitely eaten chips since I started eating popcorn with chopsticks. My nieces now eat popcorn with chopsticks. Or at least they did when they were visiting me, and they've sent me photos of them with popcorn and holding chopsticks since they've been home. They might have just made the photo for laugh's sake, but I was very proud. I feel like chips are like, I don't know, I could be wrong. Chips might work really well with chopsticks. They're not as easy to pick up, I think, as chopsticks. And I don't usually eat chips when I'm watching movies. Messing up words now. I know that. That last sentence I don't think made any sense. I eat popcorn when I watch movies. I usually eat chips when I'm at the computer or something. Which, yeah, my fingers get dirty. I should try with chopsticks. We gotta try it. I'm gonna buy chips tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to eat them with chopsticks. It's official. It has been decided. Okay. S. I feel like for S, I'm gonna have to do the S first. I mean, that works, the one that I just did. I might do the S first. Blech. So that looks ugly. But the solution for that, if I do an extra large entry for the S, then I can bring this can follow parallel with that extra large entry oval to go down here, but since it's extra large, I can finish the V without hitting this small oval. Sorry, I realized I was covering my mouth there for some reason. That I can come up here and transition into a horizontal oval that will follow parallel under there. In theory, that should work. Do it on IG Live. Chipsticks IG Live. Maybe I will. I haven't done a live on Instagram in forever. Does Instagram TV even exist anymore? Where do you save your lives? Are they rewatchable? I was trying to get to Instagram TV from my feed the other day and I couldn't, because I wanted to post a longer form video. mean, that's the idea. I'm not a huge fan of that execution, but that works. All videos are in one place, but Reels can't be as long as, like, how do you post, like, a longer video that you would have used to put on IGTV? Can you still put those on? Instagram makes me think too much these days. Okay. I don't know that there's going to be another way that I can make this look really cool. Oh, we could do what we did with that first E, that connection I really liked, if we did this. Maybe? Is this gonna work? I don't know. That's maybe a stretch. That's kind of weird. Oh, gotcha. I'll have to try. I wanted to post a longer video of me talking about my upcoming Unlocking the Oval class, but I didn't know how to post it, or if it should just be a bunch of stories. I couldn't decide how or what I was supposed to do for that now. Alright, let's try one more and then we're going to move on to T. I say let's try one more, but I'm not being very... My brain's not thinking of anything. I guess I already tried that over there. If I bring that below the V, maybe that'll look better. If that was tucked in here and this was smaller, maybe that would look better. Don't love it, but it works, I guess. Can't Reels only be 90 minutes or 90 seconds? I mean, I guess that's not short. I don't have to talk for that long. Let's go to T. T. It's kind of a crossing of a T. I guess that would have to compound twice, which breaks my rules, but it definitely looks like a T. It's a fun little VT right there. This could have also continued up to cross like that. What else we got for VT? I mean, it does look like a VT, I guess. I wouldn't usually do a T with that stem, but it works better than I thought it was gonna. So lots of options. VT is quite simple one. No, I meant to have this come up here. And do that, which would have worked much better than what I did, but meh. Alright, there's some good examples for T. T's pretty standard. Let's go to U. VU. VU. Simplest one. I just didn't know where they saved to. I guess I just haven't watched somebody saved live in a while. And I haven't done a live on Instagram in a long time. That could be infinity. Easy enough. Oh, no, because that makes that line has to compound twice. Which is no good. So, never mind. Alright, what else we got for VU? That was pretty easy. We can loop it once. This will have to go horizontal a little bit farther to make that look good. But that would work. Let me try that again on another line. And make the second upstroke of the U be a little shorter so it's shaped properly. Nope, that's a U, not a V. I forgot everything I said I was just gonna do, and I just did the exact same thing. By habit. What is on the end of my nib? Gunk. Ink gunk. Some of this white doesn't seem like it's fully dissolving today, which is disconcerting a little bit. I did the same thing again, but that kind of worked a little better. Make that bigger. Don't forget. Make it bigger, make it bigger, make it bigger, make it bigger. Here we go. Something like that. VU. It is very smooth. Get out of here, bots. They're impossible today. So many bots. Note to self. change the security settings after the stream today. Okay, I feel like it's a couple good options. I don't know what else I can do for you. What else is... I don't know what else I can do for you. What else can we do that is clever? Anything that's kind of out there and different? Can I do the U with a large entry oval? And somehow think of a clever way to connect the V? Don't like that. Yeah. Can't think of any other way to get into the U, so let's go into the V, which is gonna be basically the same as the U. Like so. Which could potentially get mistaken as a W. Gotta be careful. Or a W, a double V in French. Okay, is there a way that I can do them more creative? I don't want to just do all the same things I just did for the U. I need to be creative. Need to be creative. Go creative. Oh, this is creative. Maybe. If I do the first V. Not connected to anything. And if I follow this around to give me my second one. Shoot! I messed up because this needs to go a little more out so that that V can fit inside. So my entry oval has to be a little more horizontal. Okay. Too big. I did the exact same thing again. I like those two exiting parallel though. Okay, I need to make this wider again. I didn't mean for those to touch in the end, but that works. Sweet, 2 V's, and then all the other U connections will work. So that gets us through V. I don't think I have any other brilliant ideas to connect the V. I have space on this page. Can I think of anything else? I mean, that can loop around and go to that one. Oh, we didn't do that one with the U, I guess. Whoops. Not sure what happened there. But that works as well, so long as this doesn't get recognized as a really weird P. Yeah, Moving on from V. That's all I got. My brain's out of ideas. VW. I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Maybe a little more than that. Sorry, I have returned. Oh, I didn't mention the beginning of the stream. For those of you who've been watching these late night lives from a long time ago, you might recognize this is Trinity. She used to be in the back of my streams, but was very small. This was one of the first plants I got in this apartment, and it was very tiny. Now it goes all the way to the floor and sitting there. It's grown a lot, but I haven't put it in a stream in a while. Okay. VW, Volkswagen. All right. Shout out Volkswagen. Here's your new logo. This is the new Volkswagen calligraphy edition. Where are we going? Why can't I? Where? Oh, that's why. I can't see the paper. There it is. That was way harder than it should have been. Okay, VW. That's the initial way that pops into my head. Super clean, super easy, just like the M. Except unlike the M, I think the W looks better with a shorter stem. When the M has a shorter stem, the humps end up looking weird. I still use it all the time that way, but it's better with the larger entry. But the W gets away well with a low entry. You can also do that little bump in the middle of that same idea. That's not what I was supposed to do. Focus. Oh, I forgot to ask. James, if you're still here, what kind of chips are you eating? What's your flavor? What's everybody's favorite chip flavor? Out of curiosity. If you're in the chat, what's your favorite chip flavor? Leon, what's your favorite chip flavor? I'm curious. Wait. I just did the exact same thing again. I was thinking about chip flavors. American cheddar and onion. Odie likes barbecue. Skeet is just plain. That's good. I really like plain chips as well. I don't know if they're my favorite, but I like plain. Tomato flavored potato chips. Like not ketchup, but tomato flavored? Aha. Jay gets the prize. There is no prize, but jalapeno chips are the best chips. In my personal opinion, they're my go-to. Sweet chili are good. Jalapeno. Kettle cooked jalapeno chips are the best chips. Sour cream and onion are good. Remember, my old roommate loved sour cream and onion chips, so we always had those. Fried crab. That does sound yummy. That reminds me of eating shrimp chips when I lived in Japan. I liked shrimp chips a lot. But now I pretty much exclusively, when I buy chips, if they're not for other people or for like a party or something, jalapeno is my exclusive chip flavor of choice. Nope, this has to be bigger if you're gonna do that one. Will I never learn? Shrimp crackers are yummy. Shrimp crackers. Has anybody had ketchup chips, like proper ketchup chips? I forget that chips aren't vegan because of the oil. I guess depending on what oil they're in. Is that what makes them not vegan? Yeah. Like that works. It's a pretty connection to the W as well. I mean, we could also use the entry of the V. We can get this similar look, but doing something like this. Depending on where you want to get your complexity, similar outcomes. Oh, sour cream, right. Duh. Ketchup chips are so yummy. But remember all my American friends always thinking ketchup chips were so weird because they don't exist in the States. They very much exist in Canada and they're delicious. Okay, what else we got for V? Anything clever? Or for W? Oh, that's an infinity letter. If I played my cards right. If I could connect it. Let's see if I can connect it. Bad connection. But it could be an infinity number. Letter. Okay, what about this? That didn't work. Sad face. Come on. Relentless. Spending more time deleting comments than I am actually writing today. I don't understand how I can hide this user. It's the same username. How do they keep getting back in here? I don't understand. They've been reported and deleted and hidden so many times. Fix your stuff, YouTube. Okay. I don't know that I have any other ideas for the W, other than trying to make that last one that I did work a little bit better, which I'll try one more time, but then we'll move on. Absolutely not. Come on. I think I have... I mean, that looks horrible, but the idea is there. The idea would work. To do it in one stroke, I would need to practice that. Let's go to X. VX. That's not how you do a V. Something like that would work. Or we could continue that going. Something like this. What am I doing? Falling apart, ladies and gentlemen. I'm falling apart. What is going on? Something like that would be pretty. Basically, the same connections we used for the W will work for the X as well. Like so. Whoops. First nib snap of the day. That also works. How many viewers are there in here? What's enticing the bots in here today? I feel like there's more and more every stream. I'm gonna have to, well, I'll do something about it this week for sure. Okay, what else do we got for X? I just knocked out a bunch of good, 1, 2, 3, 4 good ideas, good options. That one's poorly executed, but the idea works. What else we got? Oh, we can do that same idea where that ends there, and this goes through. Potentially. I don't think I like the spacing of that one too much, but it works. Well, maybe if this V ended down there. That one just looks too open. Cold tea. Okay. Let's move on to Y. Y should be pretty chill, but I think we have some options to start. We can do all the same options we used for the U with the Y, but we can also start with the Y since we have a descender. Simple like so. Something like that would work. Those shades look so nice when there's two of them beside each other. And they can be so close, which I like. Oh, you know what? We could also do this. If I can do it. That's the ugliest Y. That's a wide Y. That's not pretty. That's horrible. Let's just pretend that never happened. Stream's over. I can't even talk anymore. Sorry. It's a very good question, James. What is going on? I was trying to do an infinity VY. But they just don't look good. They could look good. I just can't seem to write them good. Yeah, nope. The idea is there. Just imagine this line goes perfectly into that. I'll try that again, but cut this a little bit lower. Right there, a little more space on the left as well. Will look better. Slowing down too much on those strokes and they're getting wonky looking. Gotta speed up. Keep my speed up, not speed up, but keep my speed up. On that big oval. That's not the one. Another what? Are bots posting that I can't see anymore? What's happening? Are things happening that I don't know about? Can I get clever, or are we just doing the same? But wow. So, I haven't seen any in a while. They disappeared. I haven't seen any in a bit. Now I'm worried there are bots that are showing up that I can't see, but you guys can, which is problematic. If that's the case, I apologize to everybody watching the video. I will get this sorted before next week. Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, there was... when I report them, they disappear. for me. I don't know if they disappear for everybody else. They probably don't. But I report them, and then I can't. I mean, I've already hid them and deleted them in the previous things, but now I go report, and they disappear, so I don't see any anymore. Clever idea? Do I have a clever idea? We can start with, like we did with the U, we can start with the Y. So squishy. Why did I do it so squishy? Nope. Poorly executed. That could follow that line parallel, which would actually look good. Let's try that again. No. No, no, no. In there. Not out there. That transition doesn't look good. It's to stay round. Falling apart at the seams. Yeah, kind of like that. That's more of what I was going for. In a perfect world, you could get that all working so it's all parallel sort of to each other. You could even start this entry oval to the Y way down here, come up and around everything, which could be cool. I guarantee I won't be able to do it first try without some serious practice. Whoa! The top ended. What? That still hasn't been very long. It's only been 2 hours and 40 minutes. Not nearly long enough. That's like the shortest it's ever spun. Something like that. It is almost midnight, but we only have one letter left. I don't think we're gonna be doing Blacklight Live tonight. I don't imagine. As you can see by the quality of the past 4 or 5 letters I've been trying to do, my hand is giving up the ghost. James mentioned chips, and now that's all I can think about. I might have to walk to a convenience store and get chips after this. James' fault. Let's go VZ. We can get into it pretty simply, like we did with the 2Q. Like so, nice and clean. Snacks are yummy. I have 0 snacks in my apartment right. Well, I have pickles. That's the snackiest food I have in my with popcorn. Maybe I'll just make popcorn tonight and save the chips for tomorrow. Maybe that's what I'll do. I have popcorn. Popcorn and pickles. That's all I got for the snack realm today. Whoops. slowing down on that big oval. Oh, chia pudding is yummy though. When I was doing on the keto diet, I made chia pudding all the time. And it was very delicious. Something like that works. You can use cacao powder is really good for chia, or I used to use also just simple chia seeds and vanilla flavored what is it, sweet what's the brand, Sweet Leaf, what's that sweetener that everybody uses that is keto? Stevia. I use natural Sweet Leaf stevia with vanilla flavoring in it. So it's just vanilla chia pudding, which was quite yummy. I made a green tea or a matcha one as well, which was good too. Matcha is yummy because that has kind of just a unique flavor that sort of overbears anything it's with anyways, so it can be good. I like that one. That's a cool combination. Vanilla soy milk with maple would be yummy. Honey would be good as well, wouldn't it? Just plain honey? It's not a great connection because that oval, if that was closer in here, it would look better, I think. Let me try that again. To start with the Z. That works. I kind of like that this makes, it doesn't connect, but it makes the appearance of it going around. Guacamole's yummy. When's the last time I had fries? I don't remember the last time I had fries. I should get stuff to make fries at home when I go grocery shopping tomorrow. Rainy day fries. That sounds yummy. What do we got? I gotta be able to think of something else. What if we just go crazy and see what happens with a lot of loops? There's a super loopy VZ. Let's do another one. Just loop a bunch of times and see what happens halfway through. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. How does that? Yeah, we gotta make it spiral. Like the famous Z. We'll just add a V in the middle somewhere. I don't know. Not the greatest Going into the V, into the Z is fine. The Z is too tall though. The Z, this should have gone. That should have been more round. This could have gone there and flowed straight in there. For them to both be on the same baseline instead of the Z being below. Let's try one more. Wackadoodle VZ and we'll see what happens. Loopadoodle doo. Add some shades into those ovals, I guess, for fun. Ooh, shouldn't have done that last shade. Just because of the size. Let's imagine that this shade was so much bigger. Same with this one since I made them so huge. Craziness. Like I said, I mean, sometimes it's fun just to see where you go. Does it turn out perfect? No, but it's kind of fun. This is why when people send me like super loopy, sort of out there designs, oftentimes they're a lot easier to do than the super strategically placed crossings and stuff like that. Like anytime you saw a design like this, they didn't plan wherever one of those lines was gonna cross. They just went for it and it worked, or didn't a lot of the times. Then you get an idea for what works and you can kind of replicate it. There is our V. That is Late Night Live number 98. 2 more till 100. I'm excited for next week just because it's W, and I really like writing the letter W. The W is 2 strokes, which opens the world to playtime. Sweet potato boiled and roasted, and lots of turmeric chutney and some, wow, or just that sounds very fancy. That's a snack that requires preparation. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me today, thank you very much for hanging out with me today, everybody. The spinning top has stopped. The T is empty. So that draws the 98th Late Night Live to a close. This was fun. W next week. I'm super excited for that because W is going to be fun. And then for our 100th stream, we're going to do something special. I have some ideas of what to do, but if you have ideas, drop them in the Discord or in the comments down below. Let me know, what should we do for our 100th Late Night Live stream? We're not going to do Connected Alphabet. I want to do something fun and playful and I would love to get you guys involved in some way. So let me know. Comment down below or let me know on the Discord or on Instagram or wherever. But let's hear some ideas of what we should do next week. I hope everybody has great snacks now. Since we're all hungry, we're all going to go get chips or something and chat with boys. All right, everybody. I hope you had a good time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure that you are falling in love with this process, and don't forget that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. See you next time. And stream.